Imagine a scenario where you are able to walk into the workplace, walk into a meeting, and express yourself fluently and with confidence. Does it seem almost impossible? Well, I'm here to tell you that in just 20 minutes, by following this video until the very end, you will learn phrases, vocabulary, and sentence structures that will help you become fluent and confident. What do you have to lose? If you do this every week with me, I guarantee that in no time at all, you will be the envy of the workplace. Are you ready to get started? We're going to start with a reading, then analyze the vocabulary, use them in example sentences, and by the end of the session, you will have a wider range of vocabulary to express yourself to make you fluent. What can you expect in the next 20 minutes? A reading session with advanced vocabulary, which we will analyze, and we will also work on pronunciation. I will also provide you with example sentences so that you become familiar with the terms and feel really confident about using them. So let's start. From Hiroshima to Hawaii, Japanese fashion brand Uniqlo boasts nearly 2,500 stores worldwide. Renowned for its simple and affordable clothing, the company's global success comes as no surprise. But how did it all begin? This multinational corporation had humble beginnings as a family-run business in the city of Ube, Yamaguchi Prefecture. In 1972, Tadashi Yane assumed control of one of the stores in his father's men's tailoring chain known as Ogori Shoji. However, by the 1980s, the shopping district housing many of the shops was on the decline. When Yanai assumed the presidency of the business in 1984, he recognized the need for a new direction. Expanding to include women's clothing, Yanai launched a store in Hiroshima under the new name Unique Clothing Warehouse. Later abbreviated to Uniqlo, the store offered affordable everyday wear. Originally spelled Uniqlo, a clerical error during registration in Hong Kong in 1988 led to the adoption of the Uniqlo spelling, which the company retained. Taking inspiration from American fashion brand Gap, Yanai opted for a similar business model to drive growth. This involved overseeing the design, production, and sale of clothing. By shifting production to China in 1993, Uniqlo managed to lower costs while expanding its reach. By 1994, the company had opened 100 stores across Japan. By the mid-2000s, Uniqlo had also established a presence in the UK, Hong Kong, South Korea, and the US, with sales reaching $18 billion in 2023. Uniqlo ranks as the world's third largest fast fashion company, trailing behind Sweden's H&M, $20 billion, and Spain's Zara, $34 billion. Unlike its competitors, Uniqlo eschews trends, focusing instead on producing essential items like shirts, jeans, fleeces, and jackets, which the brand dubs lifewear. Yanai, now Japan's wealthiest individual, harbors ambitions of further expanding his company, with plans to open a minimum of 230 new stores globally each year. How much did you understand? And if you didn't understand everything, pause the video, go back to the start, and watch the reading section again. But before you do, look at the questions. Sometimes it's easier to get information to listen actively when you are trying to answer particular questions. So, what was the original name of Uniqlo before it was shortened to Uniqlo? Unique Clothing Warehouse, Uniqlo, or Unique Fashion Emporium? Remember, we saying when it was shortened, abbreviated. I would say it was the Unique Clothing Warehouse. Am I correct? Please comment and let me know. True or false? Uniqlo started out as a family business in the city of Ube. I'm going to say that was true. Fill in the blank. In 1993, Uniqlo moved production to which country to cut costs while expanding? If you said China, well done. Now let's look at 4 advanced words and phrases. So what is a multinational corporation? A company that operates in many countries and regions. Can you think of a multinational corporation? Please join the conversation and comment. Yes, Coca-Cola. As a multinational corporation, Coca-Cola has factories and distribution centers all over the world. The expansion of Amazon from an online bookstore to a multinational corporation has been remarkable. Next up, clerical error. This is a mistake made in office work or administrative tasks, basically when forms need to be filled out. The clerical error resulted in a significant delay in processing the paperwork. The company apologized for the clerical error and worked swiftly to rectify it. Have you ever been the victim of a clerical error? Have you ever been in a situation where someone filled out documents incorrectly or forms incorrectly, resulting in a clerical error? Let's move on to eschew. Beautiful word. To deliberately avoid or abstain from something. Let's look at some example sentences. As a health-conscious individual, she eschews sugary drinks and snacks. That means she does not drink sugary drinks and she doesn't eat sugary snacks. The minimalist artist chooses to eschew elaborate designs. He doesn't use them, he discards them in favor of simplicity. Next up, harbor ambitions, to possess or nurture strong aspirations or desires. Despite his upbringing, he harbors ambitions of becoming a successful entrepreneur. So sometimes people have very simple backgrounds, very poor backgrounds. Their upbringing wasn't very good, but they can still harbor ambitions of becoming successful. What do you harbor ambitions about? She harbors ambitions of traveling the world and experiencing different cultures. Do you harbor ambitions of mastering English, becoming fluent and confident? And if you have been watching the video up until this point, you are on track. Okay, now I need you to focus on your listening skills and try to identify as many of the words and phrases that we covered in today's session. So let's imagine Tadashi Yane is addressing a group of investors and shareholders at a Uniqlo conference. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to stand before you today as the founder and CEO of Uniqlo, a multinational corporation that has defied conventional norms in the fashion industry. Our journey from a small family business in Ube to a global powerhouse has been marked by resilience, innovation, and a steadfast commitment to quality. However, our success has not been without its challenges. From the clerical error that led to the rebranding of Uniqlo to the iconic Uniqlo with a Q, to the strategic decision to eschew fleeting trends in favor of timeless essentials, every obstacle we've encountered has only fueled our determination to harbor ambitions of greater heights. As we navigate the ever-evolving landscape of the fashion industry, I am confident that with your continued support and our unwavering dedication to excellence, Uniqlo will not only maintain its position as a leader in fast fashion, but also emerge as a trailblazer in sustainable and inclusive fashion practices. Would you like to go through that with me? Great. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to. Fantastic. If you caught that, well done. Multinational corporation, multinational corporation. Fantastic. Next up, clerical error. Remember the clerical error? And they decided to eschew fleeting trends in favor of timeless essentials. Oh, and they harbor ambitions of. Fantastic. I can't see anything here, but trailblazer is a wonderful word. A trailblazer is someone who defines norms and forges a new path. Now, if you found this session helpful, if you feel like you have learned 4 important words to use in the workplace, in addition to the other vocabulary that was just presented in a very casual manner through the reading, then please do like and subscribe. What you've accomplished in the last 20 odd minutes is that you have boosted your vocabulary. You've also listened to perfect pronunciation, so you now have the confidence to use these words in the workplace. If you continue on this journey with us, can you imagine if you learn 4 new words correctly with perfect pronunciation every single week, what your level would be by the end of the year? Do you think that you would transform into a confident, dynamic, dare I say this, trailblazer? If you enjoyed this session, please like and subscribe. We look forward to having you in upcoming sessions.